Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I've just received a letter this morning. I told you it was in another video about monetizing on YouTube. And as I'm a pensioner and I'd only just applied to the DWP, that's the Department for Works and Pensions, to get a little bit of pension credit that I was entitled to, and that was before I knew that I was being monetized on YouTube. So when that thing came through, the little bit extra, they call it pension credit, when it came through, I also started receiving monthly payments from YouTube, so I had to inform them. I rang them up and told them that, I was getting paid from YouTube, and what does it class me as I'm self-employed, or do they just add it to what savings I have in the bank and work it out that way? And the young fella I was talking to on the phone hadn't a clue. He'd never heard. I don't know whether a lot of people who are monetized on YouTube bother getting onto the people are supposed to get onto, because you are classed as self-employed, because this letter I've got is all about being self-employed. And he hadn't a clue, the young lad, and he said that he would have to speak to somebody to get some legal advice about it, because he didn't know anything about it, and he would let me know. Well, anyway, I've got a letter this morning, and I'm going to read to you what it says in a lot of this letter, and it's from the DWP, the Pension Service, the Department for Work and Pensions, and it's about pension credit for people who are or have been self-employed, a subcontractor or a company director. And I have to give them all the information, my name and date of birth, national insurance number, address and phone number. And then it asks me, are you self-employed? Which I'm going to have to put yes. And then it says, are you a share fisherman? Do you own a boat? No, YouTube doesn't have a lake anywhere for to sail a boat on. What is your percentage share of the catch? Well, that doesn't apply to me because I'm not a fisherman and I don't own a boat. Do you run a farm or croft? Have you been in touch with the Agricultural Development Advisory Service about subsidies? No, I don't run a farm. I have a little plot in my back garden where I grow some vegetables when I can get round to it, like. I don't have a croft either. So that's going to be no. And what trade or business are you involved in? For example, a shop, a restaurant. Now, what do you put for that? YouTube. What the class YouTube as? Name and address of the business. YouTube. My laptop. When did the business start? So I'm not sure whether they want to know the exact date when I was monetized, or to me, it should be from the date that the first money went into my bank, which is what they'll be getting. The first month's payment, that was. And have you stopped trading? No, but I'm thinking about stopping. The date the trading stopped. If you have stopped trading, please tell us why. For example, you may be sick or have no work at the moment. If you have stopped work because of illness, please say when you hope to return to work. So that's a no. Are you a director of a company? Now, I haven't got a clue. I don't know whether the class YouTube, me being on YouTube, is my company, but YouTube's not my company, so that would be no. Is someone running the business in your absence? No, I'm not absent, I'm here. Has any money been paid into the business since you last worked? No. Is the business regarded as a going concern by yourself, your banker, accountant or creditors? I haven't got a clue. I'm going to put no. Do you have reasonable prospects of more work in the business in the near future? Well, if YouTube wants to keep on paying me and if people want to keep on watching the adverts on my videos, that'll be my prospects, I suppose. Do you hope to start work in the business when economic conditions improve? It's another one I haven't got a clue. Are you doing any work at all for the business? Well, I make videos and I haven't got a clue where I'm supposed to put answers for these. Are you still regarded as self-employed by these people? And it's VAT or Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs National Insurance contributions. I didn't know how to pay national insurance contributions. I'm a pensioner, I'm on a pension. I've got a pension through my national insurance contributions. If the business is in decline or has temporarily stopped, do you consider this to be the normal pattern of work? I haven't a clue. If you normally have a break between contracts or jobs, how long is this for? Well, I suppose the only break will be if I don't have enough money for YouTube to pay. That'll be a break, I suppose. That page there. Do you own any business assets, for example, property, vehicles, stock, tools, machinery? Well, I suppose I could say my laptop, my phone. They are what I use for YouTube. If you're going to stop being self-employed, will you sell the business assets? No, I'll definitely be keeping my laptop and my phone. How long do you think you need to sell the business assets? I'm not selling them. And it says, if no, tell us why you are not going to sell the assets. Business assets may affect the amount of pension credit you can get. What action have you taken to sell the business assets? Well, this will be all blank, blank. Or any debt secured against the business assets? No. Do you have a business account? Bank account? No. Are you owed any money? No. Is the business in liquidation or receivership? No. Can we ask the accountant or insolvency practitioner for all? That's if it's not in liquidation. Is there a profit and loss account for a 12-month period ending within the last year? No, I don't know. Is there a trading account for a 12-month period ending within the last year? I do not know. Are there any balance sheets for the last year? No. Do you have an accountant? No. Please use this space to tell us anything else you think we might need to know. I have to continue on a separate sheet. The declaration I have to sign. What to do now? Make sure you have signed and dated this form. Make sure you send us everything we have asked for. Please tick with the original documents you're sending us. Business account, profit and loss. I wish I'd never monetized YouTube and just stayed with the little bit extra pension credit I was going to get. And I didn't know at the time until this young man I spoke to on the phone, because I pay full rent and the full council tax apart from my 25% that's being a single person that I get off my council tax. And this young fella told me, because I had a very small amount of guaranteed pension credit, that my rent and council tax would be paid for me, and that comes to nearly £500. And at the moment I'm getting between £65 and £75 a month from YouTube. So I am seriously thinking about demonetizing and just accepting the government to pay my rent and council tax, because £500 is a lot more than £60 or £70. I know my earnings will probably go up on YouTube over time, but how long is it going to take to get to that? And I wish I'd never bothered. So for anyone else who doesn't know, who could be like me, who you could be getting, if you're a pensioner and you're getting any pension credit or anything like that, you have to become self-employed if you monetize YouTube. So make sure you know all the ins and outs, and even if you're got any incapacity and you're getting any benefits for that, that'll probably affect that as well. So that's just a little bit of information for anybody who doesn't know anything about these things, and I'm sure there's probably a lot of people who are monetized on YouTube that haven't declared they are self-employed when they should be. So that's my little bit of information for anyone that would like to know. So a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll probably let you know the outcome of all this when I sort out what the hell I'm supposed to write on these forms.